This is Nidhi Aunty from UK, London. This is third chapter of Guruji's great divine book, Surcharged with Divine Love, written by Sukhmani Aunty. Chapter number 3, Guruji's Early Years. Guruji was born into a humble family on the 7th of July 1954 in Dugri village, district of Malerkotla. This family had always been blessed by the birth of saints and fakirs through generations, but according to Mataji, Guruji's mother, she had no idea that a Mahapurush of such a high level would be born to her. According to the midwife, the day Guruji was born, she saw a snake and a strange kind of a bright light fill up the room. When the Pandit, priest, prepared the birth chart, he clearly told Mataji that this child is not just hers but belongs to the entire world. Even as a little baby, there was a fragrance in his urine and he never soiled his clothes. As a young boy, he was often found in the fields sitting in samadhi, meditation, completely unfazed by the burning sun or strong rains. His classmates would often make fun of him since he never seemed to enjoy the kind of things they did. His friends have many times narrated this incident in front of Guruji as to how he would often fill ink in pens that had run out. I have personally seen Guruji do this one time in Jalandhar. Guruji had a diary in which he wrote down the addresses of a few people who visited him. That day I happened to be the one sitting next to his asan, and each time he wanted to write somebody's address, he would ask me to pass the diary to him. The pen in the diary wasn't working. Since morning I was borrowing pens from Sangat for him to write down the addresses. In the evening, Guruji wanted to write down someone's address, and before I could ask someone for a pen, he looked at me, blew into the pen and started writing. I wanted to make sure if the pen was actually working, so I raised myself on my knees to look, and yes, the pen was working. He again gave me a smile and continued writing. One of Guruji's classmates often narrated an incident where he went to pick up Guruji for his college on scooter. On reaching Guruji's house, Guruji told him that he had some work and would meet him in college. Guruji never possessed a scooter, yet Guruji was standing and waiting for his friend at the college premises. Just to test him, Guruji's friend rode back to Guruji's house to find Guruji's presence at his house as well. There have been various incidents where Guruji has been seen present in more than one place at the same time. Guruji went to school at the Dugri Primary School and Government High School. He did his college from the Government College at Malerkotla. Guruji was double MA in English and Economics. He spoke fluent English and had a beautiful handwriting. Yet, just to put a wheel on all of us, he would often ask us to spell certain words for him. In another incident, Guruji's friends wanted to teach him how to swim. Since he never liked getting wet, he would often resist. One day they all got together and decided to throw Guruji into the village well. One of his friends went down the well and the other remained on top to push Guruji into the well. When Guruji was pushed into the well, his friends were shocked to see that he did not hit the water, but in fact floating over it. His friends got scared, and before they knew it, Guruji was out of the well besides them, with his clothes completely dry. No one till today understood how Guruji came out or why he did not hit the water. Guruji disliked getting dirty or having his clothes soiled. He was not keen on doing the typical chores in the agricultural fields. One day, Guruji's father insisted he work with them in the rice fields. Just as his father was about to push him into the fields, two men came on a scooter and said Guruji was wanted somewhere and took Guruji away with them. Mataji would often send Guruji to get wheat or maize ground from the village grinding mill. He would take the wheat and maize from home, and after having it ground, he would distribute it among the poor and needy. One day, Guruji brought a truck load of people home at night and, much to the annoyance of his mother, asked her to prepare food for them all. After feeding them, he distributed woven mats made by his mother among them and asked them to all rest until he finally let them go early morning. On being asked why he did such a thing, he told his family that had he not stopped them and brought them home, they would have had an accident and died. He had no inhibitions about going into the graveyard at night and would often be found meditating there for hours. Much to the dislike of his family, he often kept the company of sages. Guruji left his village and home in 1975, and after college he briefly worked for the Punjab School Education Board in its field office at Sangrur as a clerical assistant in 1983. Guruji told us that by the age of 8, he had full control over all his desires. He devoted all his time to meditation. Guruji's father never believed nor liked Guruji's way of life. He thought his son was just pretending to be a god man, until a day in Jalandhar temple when in the early hours he woke up to a strange sound. He saw Guruji walk into a room with a big lion behind him. He got scared and woke up the caretakers only to be told that particular room is locked and that Guruji is sitting in meditation. After that day, Guruji's father understood that his son was no ordinary human being and that he was special. Jai Guruji, Anantam Shukrana Guruji, Sangat Ji.